about while we were fucking live.
Well, we're doing it now.
Oh, idiot.
What?
It was a good documentary, though. Except
Yes,
for the
it
last
is.
No, we're not going to just rewind. Oh, by the way, guys, what we were just talking about 5 seconds ago when we weren't live.
Oh, come on. It is literally, we have to practice our stuff here, you know. Don't worry about that.
What did you...
It didn't work. Damn it. Oh, well.
What?
Something I was trying out. It was for Kick.
Oh, well, remove that then.
Yeah.
I don't care about Kick. Stupid idiots are on Kick. You know how you get famous on Kick, right?
In a hot tub?
You literally live stream your life with a bunch of morons around you and half-naked girls.
No thanks, I'm good.
Kids
I thought it was
are
with the hot
famous
tub.
on Kick because other kids will watch them. Like, what's his name? Jack Doherty?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, they all love Jack Doherty. He's a stupid, arrogant friggin' kid. Him and what's the other kid? Neon. It just shows you how dumb kids are with money. And Jack Doherty and Neon are just going to blow through their money, buying the houses and the cars and all the other crap that they do, throwing all the parties and inviting people. Nobody gives a crap about them. They give a crap about what they can get from them.
Exactly.
Oh, how about the best one where the one where it's the influencer that took his expensive car with his producer and editor in the car and purposely crashed it to make content.
That reminds me, I can't remember who did the video. I saw it on TikTok and I went down that rabbit hole with them where they bought one of the tiny houses off of Amazon for like 12 grand. And spent all this money fixing it up and furnishing it and making it gorgeous. And then they just completely annihilated the whole damn thing. There had to have been 13, 14 grand put into this tiny house.
Oh, yeah. That if they were smart, they should have donated it off. That would have been a bigger thing than anything else. And speaking of, hello, everybody over on the TikTok side of things. How you guys doing? Who's over here? Who's over on the street? Well, I see Fluffy Nick is here.
Yeah.
Fluffy Rob.
Nick.
Fluffy Rob. Rob is over there.
Oh, Fluffy Rob.
Fluffy. I don't see Fluffy yet, but I know he may pop up. Yeah, that was the McLaren. Yeah. That was the McLaren that
First off, why does a kid own a McLaren?
Right.
That is no basis in reality. You as a child should not be owning a McLaren. That is way too much power between your legs, number one. Number two, if you just, spoiled brat. If you're going to waste your money like that, dude, just give it to me.
Right.
Like, I'll go buy a McLaren, then I'll turn around and sell it.
Yeah, or, hey, yeah, support your local people. Hint.
Break bread, please.
Break bread.
Yeah.
More like break a stack or two off. Or what do y'all call them? I can't remember. I don't know what they call a stack of money now anymore. It's so dumb.
Yeah,
It's just
so many different names now for stuff.
Well, there's a whole culture about Zen.
I've heard about that. Oh my God.
Yeah, a whole culture about a product. Wow. And I was like, okay, y'all dumb. I get it. Just cool.
A product. Speaking of, did you guys hear about the issue with Prime?
Besides that they have ads in their things now and it ticks me off every time I watch a movie?
No, what's the issue with Prime?
No, the actual drink Prime.
Oh
God, what now?
Oh yes, they actually had a independent study on that drink and found out there's some stuff in there that children should not be drinking.
Okay, if you think, and I'm talking about people in general, if you think that if you're worried about what they're drinking, like Prime wise, I'd hate for you to understand what's in your fucking food.
Oh God.
Let's not go there today.
Dude, I'm just saying, you're going to complain about an energy or a sports drink.
Yeah.
Completely just complain about a sports drink and then turn around and not think about all the other shit you eat. You know what? I'm never going to drink Prime again at all. Let's go to McDonald's, kids. Yeah, go get him those fake nuggies, you morons. Go get him that double quarter pounder that doesn't digest. Go get him those fries that are just fucking chemically altered. Are you really?
The pink goo? Oh, speaking of which, did anybody hear about the new deal that's happening over at the Golden Arches?
Between your wife's legs. What?
Well, it could be the Golden Arches. Anyway.
Well, no, you said the pink goo. So.
Not that one. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's right. Guys, did you hear about McDonald's now doing the Big Mac version of the heavy-duty McChicken? Oh, my God. Hey, if the Big Mac has a big going, well, let's put some chicken in it and see what happens. Well, hello, McRib. That's all I'm saying.
Like he's gonna have an aneurysm.
Are you not fat enough? Well, check this out. Let's get you a couple more slices of chicken between your fat ass. Let's go ahead and take this Big Mac and add a few pieces of shit to it. That way you can shove it down your throat, gain another 15 pounds, sit at home, and bitch about why you can't get up out of your chair. The McFucket.
Oh, my God. Why not? Oh, my gosh. Yes.
The McTard fart.
McTard fart. Oh, my God.
You know, it's
been over 5 minutes, so
it's probably one of those days where you're just going to see me do this the whole time.
So true.
I gotta adjust that a little bit, but yeah.
God, that's funny. Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
dude,
my.
Just, I can't fathom people complaining about stupid shit.
Oh, geez. You know what time we need to do right now? It's been 19 minutes and we haven't really hit that tell little button.
I don't care. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care because the amount of stupidity that I'm talking about right now just dwarfs my give a shit about a fucking intro to a podcast. But you know what? We're gonna give the people what they want.
What?
Raise your horns into the air. There is plenty here to share. All are welcome, take a chair and sing a song loud and strong. Men of war and men of care, maidens fierce and maidens fair. Raise your horns into the air and sing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 4HP Podcast, where we talk about stupid shit and stupid people. That's right. If you want that McFucket, go to McDonald's today.
Oh my God.
No, we're not sponsored.
No, we're not sponsored by anything. Why would I be sponsored by McDonald's? Seriously.
Bro, it's going to be one of those days where I'm just going to go off on stupid shit.
Hey, why not? Hey, Frost, what's going on? Dark Frost, what's happening? Hey, hey, it's time to let it all out.
Let it all out.
Let it all out. Let's go. Let's get this started, man. We've been talking about so many things already before we even started.
Oh yeah, were you guys talking about stuff? Why?
We were getting ready for the show, and we were talking about things like a specific movie that's over on the Peacock Network.
What movie?
Oh, you mean you don't know? Rowan, could you give us a little intel?
Oh, tell me, Rowan, what were we just talking about 5 minutes ago when we didn't have this thing going live, when I thought we had it going live, but we didn't have it going live, and you two assholes riled me up with stupid shit, and now we're here.
We're preheating you. That's right. Bro, Bones is better preheated before the show.
Son of a bitch. Jesus. This is going to be one of those shows where I literally get an email from YouTube saying, "Yeah, we can't monetize this." No shit, Sherlock. I don't care if you can monetize it or not. Like,
yeah, why not?
Clip that shit.
Oh God. Oh man. Yo, so we're talking about how people are addicted to TikTok and media in general, and the addictions and how far people will go to get it. The famous part of it, you know what I'm talking about, where people like to hear the cheers and the names and all that kind of stuff. And the next thing you know, you ever notice those people when they're off, they are literally a ghost. They are just gone. They don't care about the world at all.
Do you do understand what it takes to be an influencer, right?
Yeah, a bunch of lies.
No, you're required by whatever company or media that you're using, such as TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. If you want that blue check mark, it's going to be a Diddy party in your brain.
Oh God!
You have to do
somebody
so
bring up
much
the bat.
shit. You have to.
Anybody want any baby oil?
You had to. No. You have to post. I mean, if you want baby oil, that's fine. I don't care. That's on you. If that's your thing, great. But you have to post every day. You have to have a certain amount of views on everything. They will push your videos over anybody else, which is, in my opinion, bullshit. But I don't post every day, and I don't give a fuck what people think about me either. And the thing is you, like, on YouTube, you have to be at so many followers and so many, and they've made achievements for this shit. You notice that?
Dude, I got an email where you got
your gold button. You
get your silver participation trophy for 100,000, and then so many for 500, so many for 1 million. I'm like, dude, I get it. You want to hang those up behind you like they're platinum records, like you're some kind of fucking artist. Hey, you worked for it. I'm proud of you. But you also sold your soul to whatever god you wanted to sell it to in order for you to get to the point you're at now. But guess what? Do one thing wrong. And people will drop you like a bad habit.
Mm-hmm.
You mean like Dr. Disrespectful?
Dr. Disrespect got dropped like a bad habit over some emails from a long time ago. You have to consider something when you're going to be an influencer. If you want to be an influencer, great. Go for it. I want you to. But also, you might want to dig into your past and make sure you ain't got nothing messed up back there. Because people that hate influencers will dig through all your BS just to find something to literally ruin you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys hear that Fluffy, the Iglesias, Mr. Fluffy himself, did you know he's only worth about $50,000? Somebody tried to get after him and say, hey, we got facts that you were doing this, and we got video of it, and you're going to give us $50,000 or we're going to post it. Guess what happened? Nothing.
By the way, I want to know who's on Twitch right now. We got 2 viewers on Twitch.
I'm sitting there on the Twitch side.
Oh, okay. So it's you two on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm over on the Twitch side.
I've been really
careful
to try and mod.
Is Grimlock on the TikTok live?
Looking at it right now, I don't see Grimlock over here.
He just messaged
there he
me
is.
after.
There he is.
Okay.
There he is.
Hey,
there he is.
Grimlock, I just got your message, bro.
What message was that?
You know. Hold on. I will actually do this.
Let's go ahead and let's bring it out. Grimlock, what did you start? What kind of shenanigans did you start, buddy?
No. I'm not going to bring it out. I'm just going to send it to you two.
Dark Frost, how you doing, buddy? How's Canada treating you?
We say one thing about baby oil, and that's what Grimlock sent me. I love this thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay, if this is what I think it is, I'm going to be freaking out. Hold on. Oh my god. We so need to bring that on here.
Oh, dude, there's so many of those. There's so many of those. And Grimlock is a dark humor sport. I love the guy to death.
Oh yeah.
I wish he would stop looking like a sweaty stack of pancakes, but that's not going to happen.
Well, at least he has a neck.
Honestly,
Well,
I've met him in person.
Thank you, Undead. Wait a minute. He doesn't have a neck?
I mean, it's more of like a chunky chin strap.
Oh, so there is a bunch of no neck people. Hey, we are family. We need to stick together,
bro. He's looking at his phone right now, screaming at it. Let me on! I want to tell this motherfucker off.
you know for a fact he's probably going to be messaging you right now.
I will give him shit about everything and anything, and this dude comes back with the greatest, weirdest, most inappropriate stuff.
Undead, thank you, everybody. Oh my gosh,
what?
Oh, there's just a lot of people just sending the love and attention over here on the TikTok side of things. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe.
Oh.
So and it's going to the podcast.
It is.
Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, I don't keep any of it. I'll tell you that, guys, right now. I do not keep any of the gifts. I really don't.
No, he does. He does. You should see the line of Speedos he buys.
What? Speedos?
Listen, guys, every gift you give him is another banana hammock he buys to show us, and we really don't want to see that kind of stuff. What's up, Joker?
That's right. I'm trying to get a new pair of them. They're the Jack style flag.
Fucking ugh.
I'm trying to get the British flag. I got the glasses and everything. I think I'm gonna do like a.
Don't buy him any more rainbow ones because his nuts just fall out of one side.
Jesus, God.
I was going to say he likes the thong style the best. That's the most he's purchased.
Yeah. So if you guys want to get Pit Boss a gift, don't forget thongs.com for men.
No, what?
He's gonna get a package in the mail, and it's just gonna be a bunch of thongs. His wife's gonna be like, "What is this for?"
I remember somebody got used underwear in their mail.
Do I make you Randy, baby? Oh my God!
Don't have me put him on like a mask over his.
Oh my gosh! Undead put in there. Do I make you feel Randy?
Oh yeah,
baby. Like I said on TikTok, Bones, I wish you didn't look like us.
Right? Dude, I told you
need
the weirdest shit. We need no. No, you don't.
Oh my gosh! Hey, little brat, how's it going? Oh my gosh!
I'm just saying. No, you guys
welcome to the shenanigans, everybody. Today is Shenanigans Day.
Let me ask the audience something. Let me ask the people here something. So, as far as being a TikTok influencer, being an influencer, period, on the internet at all, because I didn't see that we were going to go this way, but now that we're this way, and I'm already annoyed with it, we're going to stick with it. So if you guys were able to be a TikTok influencer, and I do have a neck, no, you don't. You have pancake fat roll neck fat that's stacked up so high that I want to put syrup on you and eat you. So I'm
sorry to say this.
A vampire goes to bite his neck. The vampire's getting diabetes. Okay. So.
Oh, here we go. Oh, guys, just to let you guys know, on the
TikTok for bullying and harassment.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this right now. Anybody that's on TikTok, please do not report this. We are friends. We are friends. We joke around. We pick on each other. So please, no, this is out of love. Nothing hurtful.
It's still a neck, and you can't whisper sweet IHOP toppings in my ear.
Okay, I have to post that. I have to show that.
My God.
I have to show it. I have to show it. Here we go. There you go. That's one of them. And then all of a sudden he comes out with come on.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna put it this way. Guys, the whole thing is, and Grimlock can attest to this. This is why me and him are friends. Me and him pick on each other all the time. If I cannot pick on you, I don't want to be your fucking friend because I don't like sensitive people. If you can't fire back at me, that's your own damn problem. I don't care. But if I give you shit, that means I like you. And Pit Boss takes a fucking lot of shit.
I gotta think. I have to get a shovel out to dig myself out with all the shit he does.
Exactly. Ro kind of does, but I mean, I don't want to stack that shit too high. She'll drown.
I'm sure.
I don't know.
Short's an understatement.
I
mean,
you have a step stool backpack.
I do.
Oh my god. Well, she does have the short bus, right?
Yes, I still have my short bus.
Bro, any bus for her is going to be an actual full-size bus. Okay.
Well, the last time
Wait a minute. You said it was a van, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's my question: with your legs being so tiny, how many of those little letter blocks do you put on the pedals before you can reach them?
6.
Oh my god.
Okay. So
I used 2 Nevada Bell phone books to make sure.
So if you guys were, if and this is to everybody out there, if you guys were able to be an influencer, would you squander what you have or would you save what you have? Because with TikTok influencer or influencer in general comes fame, it comes money, comes a busy life. Like you're not just sitting on your ass. Look at oh god, what's her name? Everybody knows there's the Hawk to a girl. Anyway, the girl that likes to spit on that thing.
Oh,
Google. But Rowan is.
Well, I know somebody that's pretty famous for what she did. And Haley Welch. It is Haley Welch. Yeah.
Okay, so. Look at Haley Welch. Haley Welch was stuck in a job and blah, blah, blah. She went out one day. She said something famous. Everybody loves her now. And now she's on podcasts and she's out there and she keeps doing stuff that makes her viral all the time. I don't think that she is as dumb as she plays. I think she's very smart. She does have a very thick, I don't know if it's Georgia or Alabama or whatever accent she has. And now she's riding the train of fame right now. Now, will it last? Probably not. But if you had the opportunity to be like Haley Welch, it donates to animal rescues. Okay.
Well, you know, we do have somebody kind of famous like that. Yeah, Bones, we do. We have somebody famous like that.
Why are you naked?
And come on.
Absolutely not.
I'm going to beat you with a metal spoon.
And I'll enjoy it.
No, anyway. You won't. No, you won't.
Can I be the little
scoop
spoon?
Out your insides through your rectum.
Welcome to Terrifier 3, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Can I get videos of it new?
Hey guys, I gotta let you know right now. I just got flagged for hate speech. Oh my god.
Okay, we'll be nice. We'll be nice. Sorry, TikTok, our bad. So,
oh my god.
If you guys had the opportunity, like Haley Welch did, to be an influencer, would you take it? Would you quit your job? Would you run around the country doing all these things that she's doing? Knowing that you're going to make a lot of money out of it, you're going to have a lot of fun, but at the end of it all, you're going to have to go get another job. So would you guys do that? Would you take that opportunity? I mean, I can say I would. I honestly would. If I had the opportunity to do that, yes, I would definitely do that. But I'd also know that I have a good work history to fall back on and a lot of skills to fall back on. Joker Dragon said no. Grimlock said yes. As long as I don't have to listen to Beyonce or Taylor Swift, I'll be down. Wow. That's very specific, my friend.
Right?
I'd finally take my trip to Australia, but that's about it. We know why you'd go to Australia, Misfit. We know why you'd go to Australia, but you cannot bring back all the fuzzy things.
From the Nun, probably.
Yeah. I mean, Ro, would you take it?
In a sense, probably, but I wouldn't want to leave my job. I love my job too much. I love what I do.
Well, yeah, but you
It's
got to
the
understand,
bats.
Haley goes around everywhere. She goes to events. She goes to UFC fights. She goes to races. She goes to podcasts.
That's
She goes
too
everywhere.
much. I don't like people enough to go.
That's the
all these
price of
places.
fame.
No, then I don't want it. I'm good.
Well, that's the thing. If you become famous for something like she did, she could have just said screw it and done her job.
Yeah.
She could have, and she would have gained a lot of followers. She could have done a few TikToks, whatever. But she grabbed it and held on to it and rode that horse, and she's gonna ride that horse till it falls in the dirt.
Wait a minute. She has her own podcast now. What is it? The Hawk 2 podcast?
No. She does have her own podcast, but she always has different people on there.
Yeah.
And she's had comedians on there. She's had just random people and stuff like that. So the stuff that she stills. Oh yeah, talk to me. TAWK, like hawk, but talk.
Oh my God.
Hey,
She's right. She is riding that wave like no tomorrow.
Let her. She's doing
Let
her
her do
thing.
yeah.
Hey, Pixie, how you doing?
But
Oh
that's
man.
That's the thing. She's running off of her little fame deal, and she's trying not to be that. She went on to Logan Paul, on what's Logan Paul's podcast called? Impulsive. She went on there, and they were trying to not call her that. They were trying to call her Haley Welch. They were not trying to call her the Hawk Tuah girl.
Trying to move her away from that.
Yep.
But she's
They're
already
gonna-
typecasted.
Let's see. So if she doesn't mention it again, and if people quit calling her that, then she'll be just Haley Welch. But somebody's always going to bring it up.
Well, that's
Yeah.
like Daniel Radcliffe trying to move away by doing, what was it?
Yes.
That Broadway thing. And everyone still sees him as the boy who lived.
Okay, first
Well-
off, I have to talk about Joker's lisp that's actually in the chat. I would rather be like Keanu Reeves.
Weaves?
Yeah, Weaves.
Weaves.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, look. Oh, well, what the hell did it go?
Joker. Yeah. Bro.
Keanu Weaves. I would rather be like Keanu Uwu than
Woo woo.
Reeves, motherfucker.
Now my thing is that if you've gotten to the point where you are so famous or you are driven
Right.
to keep doing this stuff and it starts to fall off and you're addicted to it,
Right.
how far would you go to keep it? Where would you stop? Where would you say, hey, I'm addicted to this, I have to stop?
Look at some of the influencers that are out there. They literally, like Jack Doherty, he crashed his car on purpose. Well,
To keep.
allegedly crashed his car on purpose. You see these kids that go out and they just buy lavish, stupid shit and then destroy it. There was one kid. He goes out and he buys one of those Cybertrucks and just completely destroys the thing because he wanted to. See, and he bought an F-150 as well, both of them brand new. And he decided to try to see how much pressure it takes to rip off a mirror, to rip off a door. How many gunshots can one of them take? He destroyed these two vehicles. And I'm just sitting there going, dude, you got more money than sense.
Mhm.
Because you're going to look back like, you know what? I got to see now. Now I got to see.
Oh yeah, there was literally from different influencers, people that are on TikTok. Hey Tree, what's going on? Tree just came in and said, "Hey Bones, Rowan, PB, that's me."
Hi.
Saying hi over there on the TikTok side of things.
Hello.
But literally, people have literally gone to the point of, and let's say it, red rummed because they are addicted
Mhm.
to that. They were addicted.
Now, you want to know how much a Cybertruck's worth?
Ooh, here we go.
The price of a 20 2024 Tesla Cybertruck starts at $81,895 and goes up to $101,985 depending on the trim and options.
Okay.
So you're basically taking $80,000 if you just went with a basic Cybertruck. You spent $80,000 on a Cybertruck and turned around and destroyed it. You're dumb.
Yeah. What about an equal amount to a Ford? There you go. That's
so AI. Oh no, I'm not sorry. It says AI overview, but the price of a Tesla Cybertruck depends on the trim level and can range the trim level and options that you want to get. It can range anywhere from $79,990 all the way up to $199,999. So you can buy a Cybertruck for anywhere from 80 grand to 200 grand. And you waste that money like a moron.
I like what Grim put down there. If we could only get them to spend $80K literally on talent.
Right.
A Cybertruck also randomly combusts.
Well, that's the thing with cyber. The thing about that is the fact that they've already stated what it is. Basically, the Cybertruck, all the batteries are underneath, which is beyond me stupid, because that's where the water is. It's on the ground. Sorry, but it's not regular water that does it to it. It's seawater.
Yeah, it actually runs the connection.
Water.
Right, salt water gets in there, and I mean it's not over the time thing. It's instantaneous. Salt water gets in there, and for some reason just screws those connections up, erodes them real quick, and then boom, you got a flaming truck.
Yahtzee.
Hey, Yahtzee. There's a Cybertruck out here in Oklahoma that runs around everywhere. It goes through puddles and everything. I've seen it on a rainy day and everything. It's not catching on fire. But whenever they're going through, when they're around seawater and stuff like that, and like some guy had his on the beach and I guess the tide was coming in or something, and it went underneath his truck and caught it on fire because it shorted out the batteries.
Yeah, we have a guy here that's got a Cybertruck here in the Pacific Northwest. Okay, this is Sea Salt Central. Okay, Saltwater Central. This guy drives around with it. When it rains, he does not drive it. He does not drive it. He keeps it locked up. He keeps it wherever. If it's not sunny out or a good day, he treats it like a.
You have a maroon Cybertruck around you?
I've only seen the silver ones.
Well,
yeah,
silver gunmetal gray.
Yeah, they have the silver ones and the gunmetal gray ones. And if you get the silver one, you can actually buff and polish it to a mirrored finish.
Oh.
That sounds like a lot of work, and I'm too lazy.
Oh, no, there are people that'll do that. It takes about 8 hours.
No thanks.
And they will buff and polish that bitch to a mirror finish. You understand the danger that presents whenever you're driving down the street on a sunny day?
That's
you get blind.
Oh. Exactly. At night, it's horrible because you got all the reflections of the lights and everything. People don't care. They don't give a shit.
Oh my god! It's a stream. It's one of those trailers. What is it? Stream. Airstream, and then the DeLorean.
Like an Airstream also had sweet love with the DeLorean and made the Cybertruck.
Yeah, pretty much. It's literally and then all the polishment.
Are they brother and sister? Because that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's a hillbilly love marriage.
It's a
hillbilly love marriage. Oh my god, that ain't funny, huh, sis?
Well, anyway, baby, I'd love to stay in chat, but I got to take the Cybertruck out.
You got a purr to mouth.
You got a Cybertruck mouth.
So I had a Cybertruck here catch on fire, randomly combust, and it was driving through Tahoe. There's no salt water near Tahoe.
They can do that too. The problem that Cybertrucks have, see, if you treated these electric vehicles like you treated, say, a golf cart.
It's pretty much what it is.
Golf carts run on batteries. They even run on lithium batteries. I have golf carts where I work at that have 6 of the normal regular batteries that normally come into golf carts, and then they have the 1 lithium ion battery that's on there. Now, I will say this. The golf carts themselves run great. They work great. They can get wet It's not a big deal. So why the hell can I have an open bottom carriage running through water and everything else, and even on regular days, and that thing not short out and go into a ball of flame, but you can't get it right on a fucking truck?
Yeah, I
wouldn't trust a SpaceX rocket if I saw their cyber trucks they were doing.
No, the cyber trucks are a totally different thing. And Yahtzee, I got a question for you, buddy. What? What?
That's mommy issues.
Well,
no, I don't get it. But I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, if you had an option of being an influencer, which would be amazing, but at the same time scary.
Yeah, it would be nice to have the money. Like, I would be able to help everybody when I want to, or be able to travel more, because I do like to travel and see different things and experience different cultures.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I would use it for travel all day long.
But I don't want that kind of limelight.
Well, that's again, double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to deal with the limelight. You got to deal with being there. You got to deal with paparazzi filming you and people running up to you and asking you for autographs and crap like that. When it comes down to it, and Jackal can attest to this. Whenever I was wrestling, and we'd have intermission or the start of the show or the end of the show, we would have people come up to us and talk to us. And it's how you treat people.
Yeah.
That makes the difference in how you're perceived in the public. If you treat people with dignity and respect, then that's what you get back from the public. You get dignity and respect. I ran into these people outside of the wrestling arena, and they wanted to talk to me. I didn't go, oh, no, screw you, kid, I'm out.
Yeah.
I would sit there and talk to them. I would have a conversation with them.
Yeah, the none put in there, you'd have to put up with a lot that's going on.
It is. It is a lot.
And it's exhausting.
The best example I can use of a famous person actually being a human being, and people will, oh, god damn, it's that guy again. So Trump went on Gutfeld, and he did that show. And,
yeah.
What's his name? Tychus or let me see. No. Sorry. Tyrus. So Tyrus actually interviewed Donald Trump afterwards. And he said, well, I thought he was going to be like every other politician. I mean, he's talking to him straight up. I've got the video. But Tyrus is sitting there saying, I thought you'd be like every other politician. You just walk away, blah, 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 blah. He goes, but my daughter walked up to you and talked to you. He goes, you sat there and talked to her for 20 minutes. And he said, if people didn't know who you were, they would think that you were her granddad.
Aw.
Because you were talking to her about just everything. And see, that kind of thing right there, with the fame he has, he could just walked out and said, screw it, I'm done, I'm leaving. But he sat there and talked to a child for 20 minutes of his time, which is the most
he had to use
precious commodity that we have in this world is time. It's not money, it's not influence, it's not food, it's not water, it's none of that shit. It's time. We only have so much time in this world. And that's a precious commodity especially to people that are influencers and run the way they run and do what they do. Time is a huge thing. That's why they're always scheduled out and they're always doing this. But for him to sit there and talk for 20 minutes, he's got other shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
He's got other places to go, places to be.
But he took the time.
But he took his time, the precious commodity, and sat there and talked to a child, not an adult, not a possible voter, not a politician, not anybody else, but a child. And he didn't sniff the child, so shut up.
Didn't eat it.
Didn't eat the dogs. Didn't eat the cats. Is the fact that you as a person, as an influencer,
she looks so paranoid. She looks so paranoid.
you as a person or an influencer, period, If you take the time to talk to people, and I get it, if you're like, the best example I can bring is Toby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Toby. Yeah, Toby.
Now, don't get me wrong, I love my brother to death, but I will say something about the man. He loves his privacy. Loves it. Absolutely loves it. You can't come on his property without announcing it to him, because otherwise you're going to get a few rounds going over your head.
Yep.
When it comes down to it's all said and done, he is the perfect balance for everything. He spends his time with his family and his wife. And whenever people are over there and they're hanging out, he makes time to talk to people. I've watched him. He talks to everybody. Does he still have that attitude of don't mess with me? Abso-fucking-lutely.
But he also made it a point to make it a yearly event to go up to his house and spend time with him and Angel and everyone else.
Right. And the thing is, the man is, he's something else. Honestly. Oh my God.
Really? Grim?
Wow,
Grim.
Okay.
Grim, that's really going out there.
It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere but where the comments are.
Yeah, I'm not putting it anywhere.
But
she's Grim.
That's the thing, though, is the fact that he has a good influencer / family home life balance. He's been endorsed by people, and he's done certain things, and he did a deal with some coffee for a while. I mean the guy knows what he's doing, and you also know that he has peace.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of peace in his life because he doesn't allow. I don't bother the man. I have his personal phone number. I have his Snapchat. I have his Facebook. I have his TikTok. I got his fucking Instagram. I've got all these things I can reach him on, and I never bother him. It's the respect I have for him is why I never bother him. It wouldn't be one of those things of, oh, you don't want to hang out with Toby. No, it's not that. It's the simple fact that I respect the man enough to let him have his peace.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we all have our connections with each other here. And it's like,
oh, I know I have your Instagram.
Out of all the stuff that I have that I get notifications from, give a guess what I don't get notifications from a lot.
The bank?
I wish. They're ticking me off. Anyway. Thank you, Bill. Anyway, no, not that Bill. But I don't get a lot of messages from, Ro or Bones or all the other people that, they know that I get like my privacy here and there, but there's sometimes we find something. Yeah, really? My privacy.
Your privacy? Motherfucker, we don't message you because you got a honey-do list a mile long that you're always doing.
No shit.
We can't even get you on a game to fucking play the game without going, hit Y, pit boss. Hit Y, pit boss.
Why?
What? Pit boss. Pit
what?
Boss. And he's nowhere to be found. Then he comes back. Sorry, I had to do something. Wife needed me.
Straight AFK.
Straight AFK on a live game. You cannot pause.
Yeah, even True Batgirl. True Batgirl's got my number. There's a lot of people that have my number that's direct to me. If they ever need anything or something like that, they don't bother me. I don't bother them. If there's something awesome they want to show me, great. But it's not like constant.
Well, I think people have learned with me that I don't give a shit about sitting here texting 20,000 times back and forth. I care about the people around me.
I love you.
And the people that I deal with every day on a daily basis. It's not to say that I don't care about the people that are in here right now.
Jackal.
But
yes, I do.
Oh my God, Jackal. Really?
You should go tell her about that, Jackal. But
no, stay right where you're at.
Stay right where you're at. You can see him crouched by the door, just.
Oh no, he's gonna walk through the door and you're gonna hear this.
Why are you naked?
Shut up, Meg.
But that's the thing. I enjoy my peace that I have now. Because when I first started the Bones Radio Show, I was getting messages left and right. I was always getting messages and shit like that, and I just stopped responding because I couldn't do anything without somebody messaging me or talking to 10 to 15 people, being on House Party and being on, like, when House Party was the bane of my existence because I was always on the fucking phone.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I silenced that
shit. It's done. It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah. Thank you.
And everybody's like, oh, let's move to this one. No. I don't want to.
Absolutely.
I don't have to be on the phone just talking to people all fucking day. I get it if I'm by myself and I'm lonely, but I have the best fucking person with me right now. Why the hell would I want to sit there and spend my time with everybody else? I spend my time with my wife.
Yeah. That's why I got a honey-do list of them all along.
She's my she's my everything. Her and my kids both are my everything.
Mm-hmm. And that's how it should be.
And I'm not gonna waste my time talking to 50 fucking people about stupid shit.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that your problems or your issues are important. If you have a real problem or an issue, I'm down and willing to listen and talk to you and have a conversation and try to help you with it. But I'm not here to be Dr. fucking Phil.
Dude, can you see him as Dr. freaking Phil?
Bro,
did you see that?
Do you remember whenever I first started doing lives and shit like that people would sit there and come in my live and they would air out their fucking issues and trauma dump in my lives, and it got so depressing I didn't want to do lives anymore. And then I did the radio thing. They started coming in and just dumping their trauma in the fucking live on the radio deal. And I'm having to stop between every song going, okay, let's talk about your problem. Like, dude, I'm not that guy. Like, I'm more on the lines of Jerry Springer. I want you to come out and say stupid shit and then fight each other for my entertainment. I don't care about, like, I got problems too, but y'all aren't sitting here listening to me dump my problems on y'all.
Yeah. I mean, can you see somebody dumping their problems on the nun? Seriously? She'd be like, what kind of sins do you have in your closet? Anyway,
right.
That's scary.
Yeah, that would be scary.
We just need to get the nun up to a Spirit Halloween just so the nun can just do scary things.
Oh, like Art the Clown does on lives now?
Oh, man, that would be...
Did you see that one kid that got scared at a Spirit Halloween and he fell face first and went into a seizure?
Oh
no,
yeah, dude. Yeah, this kid goes up to.
I bet your heart felt bad about that.
Close, and the guy goes, "Brr!" And the kid falls over and just starts. Blah, 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 blah.
And now Jackal's laughing.
They had an ambulance there and all that kind of stuff, and I was just like, holy shit. So you guys better, if you're scaring people over at Spirit Halloween, you got to remember, people aren't like they were back in the day where you could scare them and they'd go, oh God, you almost gave me a heart attack when you just jump their adrenaline a little bit. Now people are having straight seizures and everything else.
Grip.
You got to be careful. I need some.
Dude, you are so. I am not putting that up. I am not putting that Grim. That was a target.
You're not
on
wrong,
you.
Bro. You're not wrong.
True. True. I am not putting that up. Wow.
Oh wow.
If the TikTok people want to know what's actually being said on the other side, come over here to YouTube and you'll see exactly what's being said. Oh my God.
Yeah. That's just wow. Wow. So
there's been a lot of finger pointing at people on TikTok too. You ever notice that?
Let's see.
You did this wrong. You did that wrong.
Who was it? What's it? Officer, what's his name?
Yudi.
Yeah, Officer Yudi is currently under scrutiny for apparently, allegedly, possibly, not essaying somebody, but just like inappropriately groping a female at a club. And the comedy tour they were on was canceled and everything. And I looked at Taco's page and listened to what he had to say. And he said, do your research before you judge people and everything like that. And I said, okay, cool. So apparently there are people that say that he did not do this at all. And this person's looking for clout. I don't doubt that either.
Me neither.
the greatest thing about this podcast and the greatest thing about the people that are here right now, you ain't getting no clout from us. There ain't no clout to chase. Even if we had 1,000 people in here right now, there wouldn't be any clout to chase.
Hey, Demon.
Because
wrong
we
page.
wouldn't allow you to chase it. Period.
Come on over here.
I'm just saying.
Wait, hold on a second. Demon Omega, you need to get over here. You and Grim need to go at it. Anyway,
Oh God, yes.
yeah, Demon, get over here on the YouTube side.
So let's talk about something. Since we're talking about celebrities, let's talk about celebrities and Starbucks.
Oh God.
Oh yes.
Oh, here we go.
So your NDA is expired, and you could talk about this. You used to work at a secret Starbucks. Is that right?
Yeah, there is a Starbucks that is like above reserve, like a Starbucks no one's ever heard of or been to. All right. Have you ever wondered while driving in Los Angeles, how come you've never seen like Will Smith stuck in traffic on the 405?
Yeah.
I've never seen a 1%er just in their car stuck in traffic.
Why is that?
That's because there's a series of intricate tunnels underneath Los Angeles known as the Actor Bond. I'm not kidding. Like, they get access points to move through the city without ever having to be in traffic.
The Actor Bond.
Wait a minute. Did he use those?
Wrong kind of tunnels, bro.
Okay.
No, he took it to Browntown. He didn't take it to the Autobahn.
Okay.
Actor Bond.
You can come up in LAX. You can pop up at Dodger Stadium. Underneath there in those tunnels is Starbuckses set up at different locations to allow them to get coffees while they're driving. All
Who's
of
them?
Seinfeld.
You've seen
Oprah.
Seinfeld down there?
Bono. I've seen Seinfeld down there. Dude, almond milk latte, 2 shots.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was he a good tipper?
They don't have to pay.
So this has been
They don't have to
underneath
pay.
Los Angeles for a few years now. I mean, how long has this been there for?
So they're saying that there's secret tunnels under LA, which I don't doubt. Probably what it was. And hold on, let's keep.
I mean, it predates me. It seems
Oh my
like
God.
the city was built on top of it. So I mean, I think this goes all the way back to the 20s.
This doesn't seem real. Almost. This is crazy.
I imagine how I sound saying it to people.
So your NDA.
I love the ending where they have Will Smith. But I'll put it to you this way. The only thing I can think of is the fact that they were making subway tunnels and decided not to make them subway tunnels.
Yes. Yeah.
They decided to make them to where people could drive on them. But then as it sits, the actors probably pay a good amount of money to go down there and be able to, because you notice you don't see like people in LA. You don't see actors in LA just everywhere. How do they get from where they're going to where they're going? It's a great question. Well,
I don't know.
That's a great answer.
I don't know about any tunnels that I know of at all, and do not look around Seattle. Anyway,
I'm sure there are underground tunnels there, and I'm sure it was an old
there
subway
is.
system.
There is.
Did he use the oil?
There's actual Seattle Underground. That literally is Seattle Underground. If you guys ever walk in Seattle, yeah. If Seattle, if you, there you go. If you walk in Seattle, do you guys know that when you're walking in Seattle next to the buildings, you're actually on the 2nd floor of the building when you're walking around? Because Seattle does have an underground. Check it out sometime.
There's actually a YouTube video on it too.
The secret tunnels.
Yeah.
Well, I would show it, but then YouTube would kick us off
Yeah.
for 10 minutes because if we're showing a YouTube video on YouTube.
Right.
But
there it is.
yes, it's. Let's go ahead and add this to the stage. So they say that there's an actor bond Los Angeles for 6 years. I can attest to the unique traffic problems that plague the city. Volumes of individual space covers 502 square miles. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. Most of the issues Los Angeles taking as system. Yeah, I mean the traffic in Los Angeles is like the traffic in New York. Now New York has subway tunnels and subway systems, but they don't have the things that LA does, because LA really, I don't know if LA even has a subway system. If they do, I figured they would. But to sit here and look at this, because they're even showing the clip I just showed right here. So that's the clip I just showed right there of exactly what we watched. And so when it comes down to it, I mean, there's even a thing right here. If you guys want to go look at it, underground tunnels of Los Angeles. Go check it out if you guys want to see it and look at it. And this is right here is distractify.com. Sorry, I need glasses.
Well, I mean, the font is kind of fudgied.
Well, I was looking up here in this area. Sorry.
Gotta get your readers.
Fuck off. I can't afford to even go to the eye doctor. What are you talking about?
They got those $10 ones at Walmart.
Oh, really? Really, Pit Boss? I'm just going to say this, guys. Getting old sucks. Deal with it. Why in the hell?
You're muted, Pit.
Seattle does have the underground. You're looking
railroad?
at you're looking at literally so many different things. Oh my gosh.
LA's secret tunnels are where they make the Kardashians. Bruce is the head meerkat. What the
Oh my god. Oh. Demon, get over here and fight for your spot. Jeez Louise, buddy. Get over here. Right now, Grim is like taking your spot, man.
Red
Get
rum.
Get over here to the YouTube side of things and fight.
Sometimes comes wisdom.
Joker, I wish I was smart enough to do what I can do to make the money I can, but
I wish I just get paid for what I can do.
I thought about just doing like a goatee where it's just this, where you just see all the gray.
Brought to you by Gray for Men.
4-HP podcast. Just dead. No, we were going to talk about UFOs and everything like that, but I mean,
I got sucked into the documentary I was watching. That's my bad.
Yeah, I mean,
no, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, it even goes up to like people that should not even be looked at in a bad way, shape, or form, because they've never done anything really bad. Okay, I'm going to say a name right off the bat. Okay, I may not like her views in some occasions. I may not like what she says sometimes, but I do respect her. Mama Tot.
Okay.
I respect her, but there's so many people that are pointing fingers at her. Well, guys, just remember, if you're pointing one finger this way, there's 3 more pointing back at you.
That's what I tell my kids.
It's true.
Claude said, listening to this podcast on my way home from Ohio. Well, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Claudia. How are the kids doing? Anyway, she went over to hang out with TJ and do some things over in Ohio.
Yes, Joker. They're controlled by the lizard people.
Are you sure?
Listen. If we got into the UFO thing, we'd have to get into the Anunnaki thing. We'd have to get into the tablets and the Gilgamesh and all the BS that comes with it. There is a lot to unpack when it comes to UFOs, extraterrestrials, and there's a lot more now than there was before, because there's a lot less people sitting there saying that it doesn't exist, and there's a lot more people saying aliens are they're not saying aliens aren't real. They're now it's how many different
Phoenix.
theories can we fit into one conspiracy, or how many times can we say this is real, this isn't real, blah blah blah. When it comes down to it and it's all said and done, the who is it, Billy Carson?
Mm-hmm.
Billy Carson sat there and said that we were genetically engineered from an alien race called the Anunnaki. Basically, we were genetically engineered to do the work that needed to be done. That there was a Homo sapien on this planet before us. Basically, I guess they were saying that our evolution wasn't moving fast enough, so they sped it up. So Cro-Magnon man was infused with Anunnaki DNA and became Homo sapien. Basically what they're saying.
Okay.
And so the Anunnaki were, this is why we have the gods that we have. The Anunnaki, this is why Atlantis was such an advanced city, because of the Anunnaki and the things they brought. That's why the pyramids were built the way they were. That's how they got those big solid blocks up there to, to stack them all as high as they did and how they did and everything like that.
Wait,
So
wait. Hold on a second here. Does that mean I'm the runt?
No, you were the Danny DeVito leftovers.
Oh, great. Thanks. Okay.
No problem.
Glad
Where are you
we got
at?
that clarification.
I'm here. Just granddaughter went by. And
Oh, okay. Like you just disappeared and all we hear is your voice. I'm going, dude, this isn't radio, bro.
Well, I do have a body for radio.
Oh my God. Atlantis knew what was going to happen, so they hid before Jerry Springer became popular. Jerry.
Hey, it's Steve Wilco. That's the new
We
one.
need twins too with Kevin Hart and Shaq. No, we don't.
No, it'd be twins too, me and Bones.
I thought the duck ate him. Listen, I don't know how hungry that duck is, but it looks like it's just skin and bone. Mostly bone.
Well, now
So
you guys
how-
are digging into
Pit
things.
boss.
Yeah, I got to feed my duck. Speaking of, Phoenix says, "Hi, Rowan."
So basically, whenever we do that podcast, I would love to have somebody that is actually very passionate and studies these kind of things on there. I mean, if I could get Billy Graham on our podcast, that would be amazing. Or Billy Carson, sorry. That would be amazing, but the man doesn't have the time to deal with my bullshit.
No, Jackal.
What?
Jackal loves this stuff.
What, the UFOs and stuff?
Yeah.
He wants to be in on this.
Oh, yeah, he could be in on it whenever we talk about it.
Nope.
Why?
I don't know. I just wanted to say no.
Jackal, you have my blessing to scare anytime you want to, bro.
Please don't. I've been paranoid all day.
You
No,
have my
duh. We've been
permission.
watching you.
100%.
She keeps on double checking her back.
I bet you got the door shut, don't you?
I do, because my pit isn't heat and the Chihuahua's trying to get at her.
Wait. The
So
Chihuahua.
I
Well,
How
the
is that
little
gonna
guy.
work?
So
Hold
I've
on.
got the
The little
Chihuahua
guy's
out
trying to
there.
get a piece of the.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He likes those women. He likes big women's.
It's like a skinny white dude and a big white girl. Like that's what it would look like. Just dry humping a boulder. Like what the fuck?
Fucking bitch scared the shit out of me.
Oh, you know the greatest thing is he's never gonna come in that room. He's just gonna have you
Oh
paranoid
no, he's
the whole
tried.
time.
He's tried.
Oh
already-
god,
Step ladder required.
right? Jiminy Christmas. It's like a
Man.
It's like a seesaw on a giant rock, just sitting there.
Well,
My God.
wouldn't have to work hard. Anyway.
No, but I would love to get into that because what the hell was that?
He's at the bedroom window.
Wow.
Talk about creepy. At least he didn't pop up saying, "What are you wearing?"
Wow. He's
He didn't want to get hit again.
Last time that hurt. Smart man. Use the wall in between you two. Smart man.
Well, the thing is, if we get into that, that's going to be a whole discussion. It's going to be an actual serious discussion because when it comes down to it, I've watched a bunch of Billy Carson stuff, and I sat there, and he is very intuitive with everything. He's the foremost expert on those tablets. He's the one that has translated them several times. He's gone, and before he released any of his translations, he went over it several times. Basically, in the tablets as well as in our religious history, Ancient Aliens is going to be my next.
Oh, they're going to be filming near you?
I mean, it's Grimlock. He already looks like an ancient alien, so let's just be honest. You look like an alien. You look like an alien that got too much gravity and got squished.
Grimlock, don't tell him I'm here. Anyway,
don't tell him I'm here. Yeah. Hi, I'm Pit Boss. I'm from the planet No Neck.
Oh, jeez. See, I don't take offense to that. So TikTok, stop it. Anyway,
TikTok, stop it. No, at the Civic Center. Okay, but cool. Basically, what it is in every religion, if you look at all the religions combined, they all have the same thing in certain areas. They all write about a great flood that consumed the world. They all write about certain things that have happened, but they also all branch off in a different way when it comes down to it to basically work into their own religions. So at one point on this world, we were one people. At one point, we were one people, and they say that the reason why the desert's the way it is and everything's the way it is, they say, oh, that's natural formations. But the only thing that, and even Billy Carson explained this. I look like an oversized tribble. I mean, fair. Yeah. What are those things called that have like the little beaks and they can talk and shit? The little animatronic deals.
Furbies.
Yeah, he looks like a shaved Furby with no beak. Anyway, but he sat there and he said, no, that was from the result of a battle that was waged in that area, a war that was waged in that area. He said, because you can dig down so far in the dirt and you can find glass in the sand, in the desert, actual glass. The only way that can turn into glass, that sand can turn into glass, is at over 3,000 degrees.
And isn't under pressure also, if I remember correctly?
No, that's diamonds.
Okay.
Diamonds are under pressure. Glass is under heat. So you could take, and that's why you see the lightning strikes that you do, because when the lightning strikes, it's at a certain temperature, and that's why it forms the glass shapes that it does. Okay, Grimlock Smash, you get it today, bro. Oh wait, no. Oh god. What the hell was that?
What did you do? What did you do?
Shut up, Meg.
Oh, that one. Don't worry about it.
Got it.
God.
Damn.
Half the shit Grimlock says.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hey, Dark, thank you for that.
So anyway, there's a lot to unpack when it comes to our history and the way that we have done things and the things that we've done and that we've said, or that we've done throughout history. And one of them is, of course, the Anunnaki. And the Anunnaki are an ancient race that has come to this world once before. They've had a couple of wars here. They've all left and left us to our own devices. They say that there's an armada coming. They say that there's things out there that we don't know about, that the moon is hollow. I would love to work on the hollow moon theory. That is stupidly interesting.
Well, they did say they rang it. They actually hit it, and it actually had the hollow sound. So if it was hollow, okay, then it was an actual planet, not a moon. At one point in time.
Well, that's the thing. They think it's a steel structure that's covered. Hey, I'm just saying what they said. Here's my thing. All of the planets in our solar system, including most of the moons in our solar system, I believe, don't get me wrong, I'm not a scientist, and I'm not a whatever spaceologist or whatever. Yeah, I'm not an astrophysicist. I'm none of that. But most everything has an axis that it rotates on. True. So the Earth rotates around the sun, but it also rotates itself. So we're constantly doing this, going around the sun, right? So we orbit the sun. The moon orbits us. Other planets will also have an orbit, but I don't know if they orbit on their axis. But I know that some moons do. So why doesn't ours? We've never, ever seen the dark side of the moon. If you look at pictures of the moon, it's the same side of the moon the whole time. The moon has no rotation at all.
Oh my gosh, Grim, are you actually saying roll tide? What the heck, man? Anyway, but yeah, true. Most of the pictures I've seen were of one side of the moon. But I thought the moon rotated.
No. We always see the same side of the moon.
Wow, Grim.
I thought the moon rotated.
Wow.
It had its own axis movement in that rotation of us.
Nope. Here, let's do this since we're diving into it. Google knows everything, right?
To a sense, to a point, yeah.
It's only as smart as the programmer. I mean, if the moon's rotation is...
It says, yes, the moon does rotate on its axis, but it takes the same amount of time to complete one rotation as it does to orbit the Earth once, meaning the same side of the moon always faces Earth, a phenomenon called tidal locking or synchronous rotation.
Okay, I got questions.
So basically, we've never seen the dark side of the moon. Because what they're saying, it doesn't really rotate on its axis. If you see the same side every time, we would see a different side of the moon. Basically, what it is the moon just rotates around. It will orbit around us, but will never, because of the way that it rotates, I guess, on its axis, it will never see the dark side of the moon. So what they have said about that is that the moon itself, tidal locking, the gravitational pull between the Earth and the moon causes the moon to be tidally locked, keeping the same side facing Earth. Okay. Synchronous syndrome, the moon rotates at the same rate as it orbits the Earth, so we only see one side of it. Okay.
Explanation video. Because Pit Boss looked severely lost.
Okay, so wait a minute. Hold on a second. So if I was on the opposite side of the Earth, would I see the other side of the moon?
No.
But it's the opposite side of the Earth.
Doesn't matter. If the moon's here and you're over here, you're still seeing that side of the moon. When the moon comes over to you, you're still seeing that side of the moon. You're not seeing the dark side.
Oh, okay.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But the thing is, why the fuck? Why have we never seen the dark side? What's on the other side of the moon? Now there have been movies and things like that.
Hi, Willow.
Theories.
Kimmy, how you doing?
There's a base on the moon, or that's where we have a secret space station. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. Whatever. When it comes down to it, and it's all said and done, it's one of those things that we've never been back to the moon ever since we went to it. We've sent things up there, machines, stuff like that, but we've never been back. To say that that's another conspiracy theory, honestly, is if we went at all. And even Buzz Aldrin said we didn't go. So we don't know if we did or not. But they also said that they hit the moon with something and it rang out like a bell for hours. So the hollow moon, the dark side of the moon, contains the Autobot arc with all the... Shut up, Meg.
Hold on just a second here. Hey, dude, I'm not talking to you. Bumblebee, let's go. Anyway, what? A squirrel.
All I heard was Autobots roll out.
Autobots transform and roll out.
Yeah.
Autobots transforming, oh yeah.
No, probably that's a different kind of transformer.
Hey,
anyway.
I'm just telling you that's going to be the new Transformers now.
Pit Boss, when did we get ice cream?
Hey, here's the thing: if you ever watch the movies, the Autobots just have to scan something and they become that. So that would be the new Transformers. Would be, I identify as a cat, scan cat. I identify as a chair, scan chair. Just saying.
Oh my gosh, I can see it now. Somebody being stupid enough. Hey, I'm gonna scan as this. Why am I a tampon? Sorry,
there are some people out in this world that would rather transform into a maxi pad than deal with life.
Actually, King Charles said that to Camilla in a recorded audio.
What?
No.
That he wanted to be her Tampax.
Wow. Okay, we're done with that.
Wow.
So,
it's royalty.
That was when he was still with Diana, though. That was a long time ago.
Don't look at the ears. We're not inbred. Anyway,
well,
technically, that's
I
a
think
third
royals
cousin.
are more inbred than we imagine.
That's a third cousin. A little gray area there.
wait,
Rowan, you could do a girl transformer. Oh my gosh, Willow. Yes, love the voice. Yes, Rowan's voice.
I googled what's on the dark side of the moon.
Uh-oh.
You
What
ready
did
for this
Google
one?
say?
So the far side of the moon, also known as the dark side of the moon, is characterized by. What would you think it'd be characterized by?
The
What do
new
you think?
base for Red Bull.
No, honestly, seriously, what do you think's on the dark side of the moon? You've seen the other side.
More sand.
Okay.
Cold, ice.
Okay. Impact craters from meteors and stuff like that.
Oh,
too?
yeah.
Yeah,
Craters.
most
So
definitely.
craters, the far side of the moon, the far side is covered in impact craters, including the one of the largest in the solar system, the South Pole Aitken Basin. I don't know. There's also mountains on the far side of the moon.
Oh.
There's also water, ice. The far side of the moon has water ice in permanently shadowed craters and just below the surface, rugged terrain. And then it has what's called dark spots.
That's where all the Starbucks are, guys.
Yeah, right. Dark spot. The far side has only a few dark spots, unlike the near side, which is covered with dark Maria. I don't know.
Yeah, true back row. I'm with you on that. How could they know what's back there if they haven't seen it?
Well, that's what it says. Well, I mean, honestly, we probably had Ooh.
I'm telling you, that's where Starbucks has been hiding their classified special Starbucks areas behind the moon. Actually, it's sharp dust, not sand, on the moon. Okay, are you going to get technical, Joker? Really? Isn't sand a sharp object if you look at it under, electron microscope? Technically. I mean, if we're going to get technical here. And there's nothing ever flat in this world. It's all rigid.
Let's see if I can pull this up.
I'm not touching that one.
I know. Yeah, that's what you said to him. Anyway, how do you look? It's rigid. Not touching that. Bones is trying to I'm not getting into this.
He's researching. You
Wait
know
a
how
minute.
he
Yeah.
gets when he's researching.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So the
Move on.
USSR, the US, the USS Apollo missions, China and India.
Yeah.
So the USSR apparently they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 moon landings. The US has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The US Apollo missions have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. China has 2 and India has 1. And India recently went up there August 23rd, 2023, first landing on the South Pole.
Really?
So
So
what they're
we did
saying
hit it.
Well, that's what they're saying. I don't know. But I'm going to share this screen real quick. So this is the now which side do you think is the far side?
The far side is to the right.
Yeah.
So
The
the
right
side that
side?
didn't have as many dark spots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the far side of the moon. Basically, the far side of the moon and the dark side and the light side are completely opposite on this thing. The dark side has all these the light side has all these dark spots and everything like that, and you can see all the areas where things have landed. And then it looks like China landed on the dark side of the moon at one point,
Oh yeah, the little green dot.
right here.
That's where the Furbies came from.
Well, I mean, honestly, this right here.
Mhm.
I mean, the problem is we have not seen anything as far as it goes, as far as video and stuff like that. So the major difference between the two sides, the near side is relatively smoother and as many more Maria or large volcanic plains compared to the far side. On the far side, there are huge craters, thousands of kilometers wide, which have likely resulted from collisions with asteroids. So basically, they're saying that this side of the moon has been beat to shit by asteroids. You imagine if we didn't have this thing in our orbit? We'd have to have we wouldn't have air raid sirens, we'd have asteroid sirens.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, come on. It's ridiculous amount of craters on that side. And you can sit there and see them all right here, like these huge craters that have come through. So that begs a question to me. If this thing's been slammed in the rear so many times, like it went to a Diddy party without consent, how in the world is it still in the orbit that it's in?
And it's never been knocked off its course.
No, never been knocked off its course.
Ooh.
It sits there and takes all these impacts. And I will say it with a straight face. It takes all the impacts that it does in the rear and doesn't move.
Go, little rock star. Anyway,
I mean, the moon needs its own OF if it's that strong in the rear. But
tell me about it.
but that's the thing. All these missions that we've landed on this side, then China landed one on this side right here. And that was 2019. They landed on the far side of the moon. I didn't hear anything about that. Did you?
No, I didn't know China did that.
So Luna, the first soft landing was in February 3rd, 1966. And then July 20th, 1969, first manned mission to land. So the Russians were on the moon before us, but they weren't on the moon with men. They were just on the moon, period. And then after that, we didn't go back. I mean, look at this difference here. 50 years. 50 fucking years.
Wow.
We had rockets in 1966.
Yeah.
We went into space in 1966. In 1969, we had men in space on the moon. But we never went back anywhere in space until 50 years later. Why? What stopped us in 1969 from doing anything else exploratory in space other than creating a fucking space station that rotates around our heads all the time with people in it for no damn reason whatsoever, other than the fact that you're in space? Yeah, we got a space station up there, big deal. It's not a survivable thing. You can't grow your plants up there and everything else. They have supplies that get sent up to them, and all that shit. There's not botany in space. But
yeah,
you've got this crazy thing right here of all these moon landings on this side and just one little moon landing over here.
That's a good point, True Batgirl. While all the impacts, we are seeing what is the face of us. So what?
Wow,
the one that's on the face of us here, the one that we see. There's not a lot of impacts there, and all the impacts are on the backside. Holy cow! Grim.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and read this one. Grim said, "Let's just hope we don't have another Challenger explosion happen again. It's raining men will be discussed if it is real men or Bruce Jenner." Just off the wall shit from this man. I love it. But that's the thing. We have not been back to this side of it. It took 50 years for us to go back. That makes
to the near
sense.
side.
That makes no sense at all. Because when it comes down to it, and that's the thing, we didn't go back for 50 years and we landed on the far side of the moon. We didn't land on the near side. We landed on the far side. We landed on the dark side of the moon. Humanity did, not China, but humanity, period, landed on the dark side of the moon. And then India decided to go to the moon in 2023. Why the hell did we go from this to nothing for 50 years? It makes no sense to me. So let the conspiracy theory start.
Would you like to know what GovTech says about that?
Oh, tell me what the government says.
It says it took 50 years to return to the moon, primarily because of significant budget cuts to NASA after the Apollo missions, a shift in focus to the space shuttle program, and the lack of strong political will to prioritize lunar exploration.
So, quote unquote, the political party got bored of it.
Mm-hmm.
What are they trying to say? Ronnie Reagan finally put his stuff up there and it's all said and good? Yeah, and you guys knew who I'm talking about when I say Ronnie Reagan.
Various administrations proposed returning to the moon, but those programs didn't survive political headwinds.
Yeah.
So they didn't actually land men on the dark side of the moon. They just landed a rover.
Just a rover? What?
Yeah.
Are they that scared? What's scary on the other side of the moon?
Well, I mean, it could be a number of things. My first thought, because it is on the darker side where it's not getting hit by the sun, it could be a temperature change thing.
Yeah, but we have spacesuits for spacewalks. That should be the coldest situation we have. Technically.
No,
we have spacesuits to deal
let
with
me put it to you this way. If I go out into space,
mm-hmm.
per the scientists, per NASA, per the movies, per everything. If I go into space, I won't breathe. There's no air. It is cold as shit. So I'll freeze instantly. Pretty much everything in my body will bust and combust and burst. And I'll just be a floating husk in space.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can put on this miracle suit that allows oxygen and heat to be distributed to me so I can survive. So my question is, how is it too cold on that side of the moon when you have something like that? It's not. And it shows it's
pipes freeze, tubes freeze.
Yeah, but all that stuff is insulated and conducted to where they don't freeze. Otherwise, those ships would never make it past the atmosphere of Earth. Rockets would never make it past the atmosphere of Earth. They have certain things like conductors and heat shields that are meant to not only for re-entry, but to also keep the people inside safe. They have regulated temperatures in there. If you can regulate the temperature in your fucking house, you can regulate the temperature in a rocket or a ship. I mean, let's be honest.
True.
So the dark side of the moon is basically what we see out in the sky is this gray white like moon, right? So these guys, let's see if I can find one here. Let's go there. So China lands a rover on the dark side of the moon, and this is what they see. That look like the moon to you?
It looks a lot like Mars.
Yeah, no, this is the moon. China's dark side landing, how the moon loses its mystery appeal. There's no light on this side. This is from them.
Oh, well, it's probably why it's all off-colored and weird.
Yeah, Grim. It looks like the Sierra.
So let me ask you a question then. If it looks off-colored and weird, why the hell do we see different images on the other side? Could it be sunlight? Natural light?
What's up with the shadow? I mean, if it's our light, the shadow of the actual rover itself, wouldn't the shadow? Yeah, wouldn't the shadow be more forward?
You think the shadow should be here?
No, in front,
farther back, in front of the rover.
Yes, I would agree with that, but when it comes down to it, honestly, I could say that the picture is the way it is. The shadows are the way they are because of the way the light is and the way everything is. I mean, this couldn't be the moon. This could be the moon, but that's the thing. Let's see. Let's go back. This right here was the other picture they sent before they dropped the rover out. Right here.
Really?
After the 50 fucking things will load up. Jesus. But yeah. So basically what it is
it's truly
the images the images that we're used to seeing are more like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, more
those
of an
are the
up and
images
down
we're
shot.
used to seeing. Right. But we're also used to seeing the moon like this.
The gray.
Now look at that. Here, let's make this bigger. Look at that. That is insane. The impact
that looks like a
craters
teenager
around this thing are insane.
So those more dark spots, is that what we're considering the dark spots of the moon?
Yeah, well, they're talking about those are just dark spots. It's whatever they call it. But the amount of impacts that they have just on one side, that's crazy.
I'm wondering how much iron is actually on the moon. I mean, the dark spots we know from a lot of different
That's
pictures.
not my fucking question. My fucking question is what minerals are on the moon that have come from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, just ooh, that'd be interesting.
Do we have you got all these impact craters, but do you notice if there's all these impact craters, where are the rocks and the asteroids that have made these craters? Did they just hit and bounce off and go somewhere else? There would be remnants of it at least.
Something had to break off.
That's what I'm saying. You got all these hits, but there's no asteroids. They didn't just bury themselves. There's oil on the moon. We will be next.
I mean,
that's right. We'll be drilling soon over there. Just saying.
But that's the thing. You see all these impacts, but you see no stones. With this amount of impacts, there would be literal piles of stones. Because the gravity on the moon is the reason why the moon didn't get shifted out of its orbit, because it slows these things down whenever they come towards the moon, because the gravity on the moon is different than it is on Earth. You're floating through space at a speed, and of course you get to something that has a gravitational pull. This doesn't have the gravitational pull the Earth does. I mean, that's the only logical explanation I can think, is that they're slowed down. But at the same time, I'm looking at this going, I see all the old asteroid marks, and then I see the new ones that are in there, but I see no rubble. I see no buildup. I see nothing. If asteroids have hit this thing so many freaking times, why the hell do we not have just a ball of rocks and giant things on the back of this moon?
Maybe it's not asteroids.
There's just molten. Okay. I don't go with your oil theory, Grimlock. Looks like my ass acne. Oh my God. Listen, the far side of the moon kind of looks like some people that just don't need to wear booty shorts. Just saying. This is the reason why I don't wear booty shorts. I'm just saying.
Talk
dimples
about dimples
for days, baby. Dimples for days. No, but I mean, this right here alone in itself is a mystery to me, because you have all these things. Like, did they sink into the moon? Do they bounce off and go somewhere else? Do they? I mean, did they just disintegrate on impact?
My new theory is it's not asteroids. It's the aliens pointing their pew-pews.
Yes, and our moon is a giant shield made by Captain America.
Yes. That is
why does it have to be Captain America?
Oh wow, look at that.
Oh whoa.
Yeah, where's all your asteroids? Where's all the asteroids that have impacted this thing so many times? That's my question.
I mean, even if it hit and landed, there would still be like a peak or something in the middle of those.
Uh-huh.
And sunk in.
But there you go. Here's your phases of the moon right here. So as you can see, it rotates around the Earth, but there's your full moon right there. That's your full moon. Waxing gibbous. I guess, why the hell would they call it waxing gibbous? Anyway.
Wax off.
First quarter, but you notice, look at the full moon right here.
Yeah.
And just pay attention to this right
Thank
here.
you.
This spot. You go up here, it's the same one. Go up here, it's the same one. Go up here, it's the same one. New moon. It's not there anymore. Then there it is again. There it is again. There it is again. There it is again. So the moon never honestly shows its backside to us. That dimpled, pimpled butt. Never shows it.
But there should have been ridges. There should have been sharp edges. There should have been something that has to do with the impact that is the same that happens here on Earth. When we throw a rock down at the ground, you're going to have ridges and stuff like that.
Hold up.
Where is it?
Hold up. This isn't the far side.
That's the new side.
This is the near side of that we look at. Or at least the side of it, right here where the dark part is, right here. Like the dark part that sits right here. You can see the dark side of the moon right there. And then this is the front side of the moon. All that darkness that we see up front is right there. So this is the sides of the moon. The far side of the moon has, as seen and photographed by the Apollo 16 astronauts. Bullshit. That's a hell of a flash. That's not the far side. That's the side.
That's the side, yeah.
Yeah, that's not the far side. This is the far side. Yeah, this is the far side of the moon right here. So this right here has only that one little black spot on there and this little piece right here, but you see the impact right here.
Look at the lines.
It spiders out.
Yeah.
That's an explosion of rock.
And there's another one just off to the left there too.
Right, and I can understand
shot there.
That impact, it just breaking off and then going in all these different directions. There would still be something sitting in there. Like they've taken samples, moon rock samples. Apparently, they've taken moon rock samples. I don't know if it's from rovers or from people, but the moon rock is different than what those craters that are hidden there. Because those craters, those asteroids that have hit have come from somewhere way beyond our solar system. And now they're right here. You can see this, but we don't have anything like actually showing. If it hits, it burrows into the center of the moon. Right? Apparently that's what it is. Let's see if we got anything else on here. No.
You mean the asteroids are like bot flies?
Really?
I mean, they burrow, don't they?
Damn botfly asteroids.
But here's my thing: is it actually considered a dark side of the moon? Is there other metals other than our standard metals that we know about? Other than that, is there more metals? I mean, we didn't really know about titanium until when?
It's been a minute, but
yeah, but we didn't know anything about titanium until.
There you go. Those are impact craters on the moon. You tell me where you see a fucking rock anywhere in these impact craters. They're huge. Not like they're tiny. They're huge. We're talking like some of them are kilometers wide.
Mm-hmm.
How far up are we?
I don't know.
In those pictures. Because
the Apollo
that's
Basin
where
is located inside the even larger South Pole. The largest impact crater on the moon's surface, with the surface area equivalent to around half of China. The Apollo Basin landing site was chosen because it's flatter than most other areas in the region under the lunar surface. There is a crater half the size of fucking China on the moon. How is the moon not moved at all? Look at these impact craters. Where are the damn rocks? Where are the asteroids? That's my first fucking question.
Well, the bigger thing is every single one of those hits is equal to a nuclear situation.
If you have an impact crater half the size of China,
yeah, that's a nuclear hit.
I hope your gutters are cleaned out. Oh God.
Oh yeah, it's raining bad.
Gutters are always dirty.
Bones, go to Google Luna 3 images.
Luna 3.
Luna 3.
Okay.
So that was taken in the 1950s from one of the Asian shuttles.
Wow.
There hasn't been much changed.
Let's see this.
The dark spots are still there.
So Luna 3, launched in 1959, took this picture right here. And then the lunar reconnaissance orbiter launched in 2009 took this picture. So I'm seeing the similarities, just better detail. But you can see the amount of impact, and it's just, for some reason, I don't get it. It's just one of those things that you look at this and you see this, and you see the craters and everything on the moon, and yet there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing on there. There would be piles of stones, piles of rocks sitting on the moon from all those impacts. It's weird to me. I mean, this is just outside of our world, just outside of it. This isn't something that is that is miles and light years away from us. This is really right
in our backyard,
outside of our world. It's
in our backyard.
We're just now tapping, like, we as a podcast are just now tapping the surface of the moon itself. Now imagine when we go beyond that. They're actually planning a mission to Jupiter to see exactly what it's made of. They know it's a gaseous planet and most of it is gas. But they also want to see what's in the center of this thing. It could be an orb just full of people farting. Who knows? The Bean Burrito Planet.
Brought to you by Taco Bell. No, just kidding. Bong.
Taco Bell's been around for a while.
Hey, that's where Starbucks is. Dark Side of the Moon. That's where Starbucks started. Yeah.
So was the asteroid Armageddon, right?
So that's my thing. Is what other metals are actually out there that are not on the periodic table that we actually know about?
Jupiter, sponsored by Del Taco.
Del Taco. There you go. I mean, come on. I mean, there's a lot of metals.
Oh, god damn it, man. Every time I try to get serious, that some bitch chimes in. But
yeah, that's where I'm at. What kind of new metals are out there that we don't know about, that NASA or the military has not told us?
Right. I would love to see exactly, like, I would love to watch a rover on the moon go into one of these craters and see if it can't find a piece of an asteroid that was launched from light years away that hit our moon thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years ago. You know, Jupiter trip sponsored by Taco Del Mar.
You never know. You never know. You never know.
So here's what we're gonna do, guys. So on our next podcast, we're really gonna get into this space stuff. We're not gonna start our podcast off with fucking TikTok influencer bullshit.
No, I believe the next one there's something
growing.
There's something special coming up on the next podcast.
Something?
We have a special guest that
someone.
Day.
Yes, someone.
Well, why don't you tell us all about it, Pit Boss? Who's coming on the podcast next time?
Well, get ready, everybody, to confess your sins. That is right. The nun is coming to the podcast. That's right. She is taking confessions, even the most juicy ones.
Listen, I'm not going to get into that. Scary chick in a mask on top of you going, confess your sins. Confess your sins. Oh, I'm confessing. I'm confessing.
I'm coming.
I'm arriving. Oh, there's also a show that's out there that me and the wife love to watch. It's called The Wi-Files. WHY. So look it up on YouTube. It's called The Wi-Files. There's ones that I love to watch, and one is called Sounds from the Hell, the borehole drilling project that went very wrong. basically they drilled down to a certain point and they lowered a camera in there, and the camera itself caught like different kinds of gases and winds and sounds and stuff, and the heat was off the charts, and I was like, oof, I want to watch that now. But yeah, the Y Files are actually really funny and interesting at the same time.
Ooh, gotta check those out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the guy has arguments with his goldfish. It's great.
What?
He almost makes it too kiddie to be an adult show, but then, you know, there's adult things that happen and words that are used.
Well,
so
shit.
When it comes down to it, it's hilarious because he sits there and argues with his goldfish. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. But I would
has
love
goldfish
to...
won in an argument.
Yes.
What?
You have to watch it to find out. It's called
I gotta watch now.
You'll find it on YouTube. Go to the Y Files, WHY, as in asking why is it the way it is. So the Y Files are actually very interesting. It gives you a lot of information. He covers a lot of different subjects, and he does a really good job at what he does. It keeps you entertained the whole time. You're watching the whole time. It's not like Discovery or the guy that sits there and talks about animal farts or whatever, you know.
And the lion sits there and waits for the female to come by, and then he flatulates in her face. Then he runs off laughing, thinking it's hilarious.
It's not that guy. I'm just saying.
Rocky, what we got? He has an angry hole. What I'm going to do is
We
I'm going
don't
to throw a
speak of
stick in it.
mystery holes in the Western states.
No, we don't talk about mystery holes.
So here's what we're going to do. This is what I love, this kind of stuff. This is my kind of thing. I want to get into the space exploration. I want to get into the conspiracy theories of the world. I want to get into, you know, all those kinds of little things, you know, dive into like the back rooms and dive into the mystery things and the secret bases around the world. Well, I mean, they're not really secret if they're told, but there are bases around the world that are secret. Did you know that Area 51 is not Area 51?
What is it, Area 52?
No, Area 51 back in the day was the secret site that they used until everybody started talking about it. So they stopped talking about Area 51 and they renamed it S4. Now, S4 can only stand for one thing, Site 4.
Mm-hmm.
So that means there's more than one
There's
site.
3 other sites.
Right.
Prior.
So there's other sites out there, but there's so many things. I want to get into the talk of like the Anunnaki and the pyramids. I want to get into the talk of you know, what we've explored in the oceans, even though we haven't explored very far. I don't want to get into the AI bullshit that people put out there. I want to get into the actual things that people have seen and explored. I want to talk about the James Webb Telescope that's out there right now, taking pictures of other galaxies and worlds.
I mean, we haven't even looked at what 15% of what our oceans actually are.
We've only
7%?
explored 7% of our oceans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're so concerned about what happens on land and our money and our bullshit that we don't even try to explore anymore. We used to be a world of explorers. We would explore everything we came across. And yes, there were horrible things out of exploration. We all know that. Things were taken and that shouldn't have been taken. People were killed that shouldn't have been killed. I get it. It's the way of exploration and conquering and stuff like that. I understand that completely. But the thing is, at one point, we were so interested on what was on the other side of that mountain or the other side of that hill or, you know, 20, 30, 40 miles away from us or what was up in the sky. We barely even touched the ocean. And we have this huge, we're on a ball in space that's filled with water, and we barely even touch that because the pressure is so intense that you're gonna ocean gate your shit if you go down any further. There are things in the ocean. Obviously, there are things in the ocean that we're not meant to know about because submarines have explored the ocean for years. They've only gone so far down, but they've explored the ocean for years. They've hit the bottoms of certain areas in the ocean. But damn it, what's in the Marianas Trench?
Exactly.
What's in our deepest areas of the ocean itself?
Exactly.
I mean, they're saying that they're okay. And here's the truth. Okay, everybody knows what a sunfish is. Okay, a sunfish. I mean, you literally can have it as a little tiny little fish that's literally in a fish tank, and that's a sunfish. Everybody sees that. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, do you know at Washington State, we actually had a sunfish that actually washed up on shore that was 13 feet long by 12 feet wide. And that was the same sunfish that you see in your fish tank.
That was a girthy motherfucker. Yeah.
That was a sunfish.
And that's the thing. When it comes down to it, we barely explored anything. And I love, this is the kind of stuff I love talking about. I love talking about history, and I love talking about exploration. I love talking about those things. I really want to get into those, but that's going to require a buttload of research on certain things.
Yes, it does.
And I'm going to make sure that I get that done, because I would love, that's the John Holmes of sunfish. Nice. Gross.
Jeez, Grim.
Jesus Christ, Grim. That's a Ron Jeremy of sunfish.
That's what I call a snapper. Anyway,
oh my God.
Shut up, Meg.
He didn't even. He didn't.
Hey,
He does not get that at all. He gets this.
Oh my.
I'm just saying.
It's a girthy hamster. What the hell? Grim, what's wrong with you?
Hey, Grim.
Never gonna give a fuck, never gonna give a damn, never gonna understand, so fuck you.
Jesus. So we don't speak of the sharks that have been spotted in Aberdeen.
Yeah.
We'll talk about all that.
We got animals that are supposed to be saltwater animals, all right, that cannot survive in freshwater. Go right up the river. And that's freshwater.
I'm sure you didn't intend for that to sound extremely dirty, but it did.
God,
it did.
Tackle. We're gonna have to move this to Discord or something if we're gonna say.
Well,
I mean, Jesus, good God, people.
So does that mean the people that are here need to go check out our Discord?
I mean, it would be nice, but we don't have a link to Discord. Do you have a link to Discord?
Not offhand, but I know I can get one.
We'll have it for the next show.
Yeah, we'll have a link. We'll put it in. Semi said, "quote unquote," everything here is dirty.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
Spit on that thing.
Absolutely. Say it again, y'all.
You had the same idea, didn't you?
Why are you naked?
And the fact that her head was turned whenever she did that.
It was perfect too, because that video just hit perfectly.
That's beautiful. Oh my God.
You want to get smacked today, huh?
Yes, Joker, we do have a Discord. We'll have that link up for you guys on the next one. If we can get enough people on Discord, I would rather just go to Discord and do it on Discord than do it anywhere else, because it'd be a lot more fun there. We don't have to be restrained or anything like that on much stuff. I believe I can actually add the Discord channel to this, and then we can stop streaming on the other things and just stream on Discord and TikTok, and let everybody know on TikTok, hey, this is the Discord right here. We're going to stop in an hour, and the show's going to get way more inappropriate. Like, we're going to see.
What do you mean inappropriate?
Man boobs.
You mean right?
But, what?
What do you mean inappropriate? You mean way right?
He didn't hear a word I said, did he?
Nope.
Nothing's inappropriate.
Well, your man boobs are inappropriate.
Oh, biddle my tittles.
Wow. Yes, you can stream on Discord. I'm even more often deranged when I'm handcuffed by sensors, right? No, that's the thing. You can stream on Discord, so it'd be nice to do that, and we could actually do it that way. That way we don't have any restrictions or anything like that. So we can do it that way. But you guys tune in next week. God damn. Excuse me. Tune in next week. We're going to have a special guest next week. We're going to be talking about quite a few things next week. We also got Halloween coming up. So if you guys, what day is Halloween on anyway?
Thursday?
Is it on Thursday?
I believe so.
Thursday, yeah.
We're looking. Yes, it's on a Thursday. So next week is the 27th. So, I mean, we can consider that the Halloween episode.
Sure.
So you two can dress up and do all your things. I don't put makeup and shit on, so I'm going to dress up as an old man.
You know, that might still work. You know, you just have to walk around with a cane.
Shut your whore mouth.
maybe a bag of blue pills. Wait a minute. What am I saying?
Anyway, tune in next week. We're going to talk about a few things. We're going to have the nun on. She's going to talk with us, and we're going to have an interesting time. We would love to stick around, but
I'd love to stay and chat. But the prophecy foretold some absolute bullshit!
Raise your horns into the air. There is plenty here to share.